Oh, you do?
Good evening, all. Welcome to the Liverpool 12 Man Show. It's a takeover today. It's Delante with my bro JK. JK, how you doing this evening, my guy?
I'm all good, bro. I'm cool. Good to be on.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. This is the usual roll call as we do. You know, the big match. Liverpool versus Sunderland. 12th, is just doing some stuff at the moment, but he should be here for the after show. But we're going to discuss that. So 12th has just got some things to do, but he'll be watching intensely. And yeah, guys, as you can see, first of all, we just want to big up everyone in the comments. Yeah, big up yourself, WizKid, as always.
Leslie.
Bless
Cool,
WizKid. So we're going to go through the comments now. Yeah,
How are you,
Bonkers.
bro? Everything good?
Yeah, all good, man. It's interesting times, isn't it? It's been talked about, a lot been said, and yeah, here we are, man. There's a lot of pressure tonight. Before we go into the lineup, just for you, the comments. Let me just go through some of the comments quickly. I will read our team up Bonkers, so that's fine. I'll go through the Sunderland first before we go into it. There's big up Bonkers yourself.
Oh, bless up, Bonkers.
Yeah, bless up Bonkers. But I will just go through the Sunderland lineup first of all, and then I want to talk about, just before we get into our team lineup, just quickly on Slot's press conference. So I'm just going to pull up the team. Obviously, Bonkers, he pulled up the Sunderland team first. And yeah, there we have it. And it's Rofes in goal, Makalele, Ballard, Alderete, Randinho, then Sadiki and Diarra as the two DMs, and you get Hume, Lefi, Angulo. Lefi's having a good season, and then Broby up front. So that's the Southern lineup. Pretty much the missing Shaka, which is a little blow, but still a good team. But we'll be there. But guys in the chat, just put your comments and thoughts. Me and JK will bring it up if needs be, as 12 does. So JK, did you hear, and the chat? Can you just let us know what your thoughts of Arne Slot's press conference today and some of his quotation? I mean, JK, have you read some or listened to some of it, and what do you think of it?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like the roundtable interview, I watched the first few minutes. The press conference I seen, was it yesterday? Was it? I think it was yesterday. For this game. Look, bro, actions speak louder than words, and I think, as I've said it a million times now, that I would love to do our press conferences for Arne Slot. I think sometimes he's so adamant. I keep on saying it. He's so like trying to portray an image of that he's the top guy in that. He sometimes forget that he's got a heart as well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hence why I don't really listen to what he says really, as much as I would say Jurgen Klopp. He sort of says the wrong thing sometimes. You know what I mean? And I think that boils down to him trying to portray an image. And yeah, man. When you're a Liverpool manager, Chelsea, fair enough, you can do that. Man United, even Liverpool, different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Bless up Dara in the chat. Red Armchair. Hope you cool, guys.
Big up, guys, both of you.
Martha. Mm-hmm. And what do you reckon of his press conferences recently and stuff? All together, really.
Yeah. If Red Armchair, so basically the quotation he's going on. So basically, in a nutshell, there's an article in the I believe it's the Guardian or Telegraph, and basically he's saying the obvious in regarding like Champions League is a disaster, 450 million spent, but again he's trying to get out, not a dig at Klopp, but he's trying to say, basically. Remember when we nearly done the quadruple, and then the next season, Klopp finished fifth, and he didn't get the sack. So Slot mentioned that, which was a bit of a silly thing to call because at the end of the day, whatever I think, Klopp did spend 450 mil. And let's be real, top five, he would have got us in the Champions League. So him comparing himself to what Klopp did, that's none of his concern. He needs to focus on the here and now. We are properly in the mud. We were bad that season, but we wasn't as bad as the way we are now. There's a big difference, Also, Red, I'm sure you mentioned about, obviously, but results does matter. So you mentioned about, it's been a hard, little difficulties, stuff like that. He's mentioned about Diaz being sold, what Liverpool do, people said, he wanted to be kept, and it's just basically stuff like that, really, and again, he's being a bit naive and saying, I've only got Endo and, the whole, ignoring Calvin Ramsey is in, but his quotation is, go on, JK, go for it.
Look, when you look at the opposition, you're trying to tell me that Calvin Ramsey can't play against a Sunderland team. It didn't make sense. Look, at the end of the day, these guys have come up, doing pretty well. Recently, not so great as they were doing earlier on and that. But at the end of the day, they came from the Championship. We're Liverpool Football Club. We're Premier League winners going into this season, and we're sort of scared of Sunderland. You've got to play Ramsey at right back. It's a no-brainer for me instead of Endo. Endo, you can chuck on with 10, 15 minutes to go because at the end of the day, bro, look, if you haven't noticed, we allow too many goals in at the end, and we lose games even and drop points. So you chuck Endo on for 15, 20 minutes. Who cares? You don't start him at right back. Yeah, I would have gone Calvin Ramsey all day. Look, Calvin Ramsey's been on the bench for a long time now. The guy's not getting a look in. I thought Lee was going to play right back today. He looked like he ain't showed up.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Obviously, apologies about Lee. Obviously, he missed the 10 o'clock call to go to coach to Sunderland. So obviously Lee's with Tracy at the moment. So send your send your messages to Lee in the chat and I'll save it. And me and JK will send it to Lee. Right, guys. So here you have it. We'll go through the lineup and just, like I said, just let us your thoughts and big up Red Armchair. Please like, share and subscribe. You know what I mean? Send a prayer for Lee. Obviously he's missed the coach again. It's unbelievable. Me and JK did try to call him, but yeah. But so lineup: Alisson, Alisson, Endo, Van Dijk, Kanate. All right, I'm just going to do it from the defensive side. So it's Alisson goal, Endo right back, VVD, Ibu, Robertson left back. The two central pivot guys: McAllister, Gravenberch. Florian Wirtz in the 10, Mo right, Cody left, and Hugo Boss up front. Also we have on the benches Mama, Gomez, Kirkus, Chiesa, Jones, Trey, Ramsey, Morrison, the higher rated under 21 player. He's having a good ritual form in the under 21s, and Rio. But before we continue with that, JK, know your thoughts. We have a good friend of ours, welcome guest, a man who's been a busy man these days. Dara, welcome, Dara to channel. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, likewise. I'm not doing too bad. Hi, Nalante. Hi, JK. Hi, the chat. So,
hi, bro.
I just wanted to start off by saying I'm very happy to hear that Bernadette is on the mend. I don't know if anyone's heard, but she's had some medical issues.
Oh, fair play.
Okay.
Yeah. So I spoke to her, and she's on the mend.
Yeah, I'll give her a message just to send my,
Excellent.
Yeah, that's good, Dara.
Yeah,
right, guys. So, no problem, Dara. No problem. Appreciate that. We'll go for the team. So first of all, JK, and then you use it yourself, Dara. So JK, what's your opinion in terms of the lineup and what's going on with this
Dara,
manager?
you go first, bro.
Okay, Dara. Yeah, Dara, give us your thoughts, Dara, please.
Well, my main
Really on
issue
the
is my main issue is Endo at right back, and I concur because even in the previous game, we're not playing for the Premier League, so what's the point in playing Dom at right back? And yeah, he scored a great goal, but look how that ended up for us. He's got his suspension and so on and so forth. So let's see if we can promote these players, give them some experience. I mean, what is Ramsey? He's 22 now. He needs to be starting. He needs to be starting. If it's a cup game or we think we're going to go somewhere in the Premier League, which obviously we're not, why are we messing around playing Dom there? That makes no sense to me. And again, we're going down the same path with Endo. So I hear Gomez is on the bench, or is he starting? I missed your starting lineup, Nalante, and I don't. I've given up listening to press conferences because I think it's counterintuitive. So generally, for me, I go the opposite of what Slot is saying. So what was the starting lineup? Forgive me.
Yeah, no problem, Dara. So again, it's Allison in goal. Our Japanese samurai Endo right back, VVD, Ibu, Robbo left back, two pivot, Grav, Mac, Works in the 10, Mo right, Cody left, and Hugo up front.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Obviously Dom's gonna be an issue without him being there. But nice to see Robbo back in his preferred spot, left back. But I'm okay with that. So more to the my biggest issue is how are we going to approach this game? That's my key. So no disrespect to the samurai at right back. But how is that going to impact our right side? That would be
No,
my biggest concern because
no,
I see him coming inside. I really do,
mm, yeah,
and we're not going to have any attacking capabilities. I don't see balls coming in from the right. I could be wrong. I'd love to see it, but I don't see it.
no, I agree, Dara. And just JK, before you have your opinions, just going to show for WizKids. Honestly, WizKids, I think all of us will be in agreement with this, but favoritism, and I don't fancy. Anyway, enough. But yeah, JK, what's your opinion about the lineup? JK, you there?
JK's putting his boots on. He's going to play right back.
Yeah, I think JK's yeah, exactly. He's obviously he's Slot is going that mad. He doesn't want to speak, but I'll go through some of these other comments as well. Oh, you there, JK? Yeah, Market. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Spot on. Marker 889. Yeah, we could all say that. Yeah, JK. Just waiting. So, what's your opinion about the lineup and your thoughts, please, JK?
Like when you look at the subs bench, like we got Kirkers, Keys, and Jones. They all could have started. Ramsey could have started. So, yeah, for me, it's just that Endo right back thing. Just give Ramsey a go. You know what I mean, bro? At least then all the fans will stop talking about him. Because if he has a blinder, then yeah, fair enough. He can start the next game because like all our right backs are injured. Common sense. But you'd rather play Endo there. Weird one, but hey.
Yeah, and I'll just add to that. How much do you think it's going to destroy a right back's confidence when,
Big time.
if ever there's a time that we need him, with the right backs that we have out, and you still choose Endo over him? I mean, that does not send good vibes to me. I mean, he's 22. Yep. We're not going to win the Premier League. Give him a go.
Sunderland, championship team that's come up. Play him.
Exactly. Same with Newcastle.
Even if we were at home, he wouldn't have played him. I'll tell you that. He wouldn't have played him.
Yeah. No, I agree. Both of you. And the man of the hour, the man who's behind the scenes, who's busy, but he's still listening as always.
Best of 12.
Yeah, 12. Of
Hello,
course,
12.
indeed.
How are you, mate?
Indeed, yes. We all second that as Liverpool fans,
Oh, of
hopefully,
course.
yeah,
Doesn't matter where he plays, but
yeah,
based on the players that we have, I mean, this is a managerial decision which doesn't make any sense to me.
indeed. No, I agree. I'm going to just go through some of these other comments. Just want everyone, comments because, as we know, as 12 always says, on this show, it's the community. We're always about the community, people on here, man, because I like putting people's opinions on here. Hyla says there, no Shaka for Sunderland is a small consolation. Very point for Sunderland this season. One of the best transfers this season, in my opinion. Yeah,
True.
to be fair, he's been
Bless
a
the video.
revelation. Yeah,
You're doing good, yeah.
indeed. Something for you, Dara, from WizKid. That's a good take. He hadn't looked at it that way.
Oh, okay. Hi, Lee. Who's the ref, by the way?
That I have no idea. I might have to research who the ref is. Give me a second. You guys keep talking. Let me look into the ref anyway.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. But I'm sick and tired of hearing the Sunderland unbeaten at home. But you know what? So were Arsenal when Arsenal went there and did the business. So United went there and did the business. So
yeah, have you noticed that Liverpool are a club like the striker hasn't scored all season, but he comes to Anfield and scores. That's
yeah,
what always them type of things happen to us guys. And I've heard this one about Sunderland not losing at home all season. Let's do it to them today. Let's be the first
absolutely,
team that beats them. Simple.
absolutely.
That's the team talk there, Dara.
Yep,
When you think
yep.
about it, Arnie don't need to say anything else. Listen,
Nope.
lads, these lot ain't lost all season, so they know they're pretty all right at home. So they're going to turn it up a bit. So let's beat them. Because look at the results yesterday. When you know the results from yesterday, United and Chelsea.
Yeah.
So it's sort of made up today.
Yeah, both drew. And yeah, now it's an opportunity for us. So let's hope. I mean, Sunderland do not. They do have a weak bench. If you look at their bench, it's weak. So I know they have momentum. I get that, but we do to some extent.
I think what it is when you're not look at our players, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McAllister, they're all quality players, and we'll get into a lot of teams where the Sunderland team wouldn't. So what they do is they shift it up a gear, and that's what Liverpool can't seem to handle this season. When weaker teams, because they haven't got that class, they sort of put their foot down a bit, and it sort of surprises us, and we're like, oh, what we're going to do here? Don't you reckon that's happened too many times this season where lower, less teams have sort of put their gears up a bit, and we end up don't know what we're doing?
Oh, absolutely. And last season, this is nothing new, but we've seen it probably more this season. But because there's that added incentive, because we are the Premier League winners. So, everyone wants to throw egg in our face. That's natural. But that's the mark of a champion side or a Premier League winning side. This is where you get your minerals. This is where you show who you are. And you don't capitulate because a team coming to beat Liverpool at Anfield when we were not the Premier League champions, it's a great win for them if they win. But when we are the current Premier League champions, then that goes up
a lot.
A lot. Yeah, absolutely. So do we I'll wait for Nalante. I don't know whether he's going to do all 12th predictions for this, but
Bless up to Eric in the chat as well. Hope you're cool, bro.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah, big up, Eric. Right, Eric. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll do, Dara. We'll do it near the end anyway. We'll go predictions. But let me ask you before we go into players and the key for us tonight. I mean, I just want to ask both of you in the chat. Why is it that after keep saying 4-1. I'm thinking of a proper season. After that performance at Anfield, which, yes, the first half was awful, was absolutely dross, was absolutely awful. That's one of the, I can't remember, probably this season, I can't remember one of the worst of first half. Is that and then the 25 minutes to 30 minutes, we're back on it. And Man City had one or two, but nothing. We're more on the front foot a little bit. But why is it that Slot is afraid? Why is he given the same lineup? Why is it that Slot is afraid to make certain changes, gentlemen? Can you ask me that? Because I'm baffled. I mean, we know certain players are better than others, but isn't it a game where if you're not on form, you get the other players that are hungry to play? Why is that? Why are we rewarding a team for a beatdown like that on Sunday?
Well, for me, I don't know that he actually had a game plan, because all I saw was long ball football in the first half. Admittedly, there was one great kick from Ali,
Yeah.
and there was that great outside of the right boot by Mo. And that was almost goal of the season, but the majority of it was bypassing Verts and Maka. So that negated our whole midfield, and it's almost as if it was he'd read some elementary coaching book at half time and thought, you know what, if I'm taking our midfield out of this team, we are even more vulnerable than what we have been before. And then he seemed to change it. So to me, that smacks of I don't really know what I'm doing. So he's playing it minute by minute, but you could see in the first half, what are we doing? I mean, does Verts have a chance in the air or Maka in the air? No. And by proxy, you're taking out the Verts and Ekatike combination too. So it's just a domino effect. So I had no idea what he was doing and what he said at half time, but obviously it made a difference. But it just smacks of I don't know what the game plan is. And it was clear to me that the long ball is not going to work. I don't know about you, JK.
For me, it's a bit confusing what we're doing. Like for me, the best piece of football we did in the season was the away game against Newcastle. That last goal, Rio's winner. That was beautiful football. And I'm thinking, with the players in our squad or team, we should be doing that much, much more. When you look at our position in the league, 6th. Come on, be champions, and we're 6th. United and Chelsea are above us. Come on. So this
And we're
game's
lucky.
big.
We're
It's
lucky
a
to
big
be
game.
6th. I'm sorry, JK. We're
I'm
lucky
telling
to
the
be
truth.
6th. Yeah.
Yeah, because them first 5 games we won, we weren't great as well. Yeah, you could tell he sort of fell out with Jones. Jones ain't really been involved recently. I don't know, man. We'll just see how the game goes. Look, at the end of the day, as I said before, these weaker teams they're gonna go into fight. So our players need to wake up a bit. Like they go into games a bit like like a boxer when Tyson's fighting. The opposition guy is very sort of lackluster. Like Tyson can lose a fight. Why? Because he's not at it, and that's what's happened to Liverpool. They're not like when Tyson was on top of his game. He was just banging, knocking people out, and that's what Liverpool were like. That's last season to a level, not totally, and that's what football's like sometimes. The weaker opposition guy can knock you out, and Liverpool seemed it happened to Liverpool quite a lot this season.
Absolutely. Is Jones fit, by the way? I didn't hear whether he's on the bench
Yeah,
or he
he's on
is.
the bench.
Is anyone surprised that he's not playing it right back?
I'm a
A
bit
little bit.
surprised
Yeah.
considering,
Because I am.
that boils down to that little argument them two guys had, Slot and Jones, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and people saying it was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for
No,
Endo
it was a
to
little bit more than that.
yeah, for Endo to suddenly come in and play right back, I was I was very surprised about that. But there you go.
And then you got Robertson left back.
I'm not so surprised about that.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's all right.
yeah. But certainly Jones. Yeah, because
Look, I've seen Jones play right back. He had one good game against Everton, and against Fulham he scored an own goal or something. Yeah, I don't know, maybe that little argument he did have with him, he's just trying to teach him a bit of a lesson now. Because the minutes Jones has had recently is nothing really compared to what it was before we were starting games a month ago.
Mhm.
So what was the nature of the argument? I missed that.
I'm not really sure, bro.
No one knows.
I know it was on the pitch, and I think it's something to do with what Slot was saying for them to do in the game, and they didn't do it, and him and Jones had a bit of a talk. I don't know, something like that.
Hmm.
So I'm not completely sure. Look, at the end of the day, bro, in football, you ain't really got time to hold grudges when you're a manager, because what's going to happen? You're going to get relegated.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a time and place to teach someone a bit of a lesson. I can understand it, but yeah. But Jones is not everyone's cup of tea anyway, so maybe it's not really like we're missing out on something special, if you know what I mean.
No, I agree, but neither is Endo. So
Yeah,
yeah.
But Endo gives 100%. So does Jones, because like one thing I've noticed about Jones, he's sort of reading the game better now than say he was this time 2 years ago. I know he's taking his time and that, but he's just a better all-round player. Endo,
Oh,
you know what you're going to get with him, 100%. Is he just fast
Absolutely.
enough? That's the thing with Endo. If he gets beat, he ain't going to get back and win that ball off that guy who's to beat him. That's the only thing about Endo at right back.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's say there's an issue with Endo at right back. I guess we could always bring Jones in, but I like the fact that if Jones starts right back, we could throw him into midfield if we got an issue in midfield and bring Endo on at right back. So I just like that attacking option because I don't see us going in too attacking in this game. So Jones just brings a different dimension to me. My biggest issue with Endo has always been he gives away cheap fouls in dangerous areas, and
True.
that's my biggest concern with him. He's not somebody who's going to turn his marker and have a shot on goal or play a killer through ball. I know he scored. How many goals has Endo scored? There's a trivia question. One. Okay. So
Against Fulham. Yeah.
right.
Good goal.
Right.
Yeah,
He's going to score today now. Watch.
I hope so.
just the
I
right.
hope so as well.
I hope so.
I hope so.
So
I just wanted to say big up to Alisson, 250th game
Yeah,
today,
big up, big
and
shout
the
out.
Premier League and stuff. So I know you had a bit of a, I want to say a poor game against City, just that one mistake. But hopefully
Yeah,
today, clean sheet for him. There you go,
yeah,
250 for. It's
mhm.
mad. 250 is a lot of games.
it
Yeah.
is. And I've been hearing a few rumors about people wanting Mamardashvili to start.
Oh no,
Not yet.
no.
Another 2 years or so, a year or two.
Well,
Big
I
up.
Clean
agree, but
sheet.
people have already been talking about that. So
No,
Yeah,
because what
big up.
happened was we had that rocky patch when Mohamed Alishvili was in goal. It only settled when Gomez and Alisson came back to the team. Yeah,
We were just
Alisson's
off.
for me the best.
Yeah, we just. But just a quick big up for at the real hyphen R2F. Big yourself
Bless
up at the real. Bless up to yourself, man. I'm just gonna go through some of these comments quickly. Eric says the only reason we are 6 is because we are 5 points clear after 5 games played. Well, yeah, but we were thinking about another situation rather than being where we are. Cool. We've seen that. Oh, something here from Todd for you. He asked him about Gakpo. LOL. JK. That's from 12. Yeah. Just going through some of these comments before we continue anyway. Probably end up right back to not quick enough. Yeah, I'm going, yeah, he's not quick enough. That's true. But unfortunately, the manager doesn't want to do, but he's experienced at the job. That's the thing, he can cover. So he'll do the best he can. That's the problem. At least he's got heart. So
Yeah, he's got heart.
yeah. Hyla says, does anyone want to bet if we see a sub before the 80th minute in this match? Oh, Hyla, don't. Honestly, I think if we
Yeah,
speak,
but
it'll be
would you want
triple.
to? Do you want to see a sub made if we're 1-0 up, we're controlling the
Oh, two.
game?
Cool.
And I feel that Slot used to make too many changes early, too many times back in the days. Recently, he's keeping the players on for longer because, like, for me, a player only finds rhythm if you're playing up front or like a number 10 when you know you're not going to be brought off after 65, 70 minutes every game. When you know you're playing the full 90, you're going to put your mind into the game more. And yeah, and I think him keeping the players on for a little bit longer, I don't mind that. Because if we're leading, sometimes the sub can ruin the rhythm. And we've seen that a few times this season. So the sub has to be right, and it has to be timing-wise. What can you do, bro? If you're winning 1-0 and you're in control of the game, do you really want to upset that rhythm by making a sub? That's the questions that need to be asked before you make a sub. You know? So I know people want to see Chiesa on everyone and come on. But for me, Chiesa's lost that bit of rhythm he had because Arne didn't play him at that time. He had that rhythm. Like, come on. You know, Chiesa was coming on a sub, scored, assist, whatever. But he was at the races. Now, for a good 3, 4, 5 games, I don't know now, where Chiesa hasn't done nothing when he's come on. He's run around. But other than that, nothing really. Why? Because he's only getting a little 7 minutes here, a little 10 minutes there. Like, come on, man. You know, Arne Slot's thinking about he wants to win something. But if you don't use your brain sometimes and think about the fringe players need a bit of game time, just in case you need to chuck them on and they can do something. Yeah. But they'll get their game on against Brighton on Saturday, FA Cup.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny, because I think Dara and JK, even the chat, because we've been such poor form, such frustration. Sometimes you kind of forget we're still in the FA Cup and we're still in the Champions League. Not saying that we're going to win, but there's still a little bit of shining light until we're knocked out. So, yeah, it's a very, very strange one. And for me, the key is that midfield. You got Sadiki. He's been very good. He's been linked with United, a few clubs. You know, again, I didn't really hear much about him. And Lefi, who's a decent techie player, and Diarra. So if Grav and Mac are off it again, then it'd be more counselling sessions tonight. We are going to do a roll call later. We are going to do match preview after the game. So be tuned for that. We'll let you know what time. But yeah, so for me, the midfield is the key bet. I know Endo right back. I know Wizkid was saying that he's not experienced, which Wizkid is. He's played enough for Stuttgart, Japan, and well, he's played 1 or 2 for us. So, you know, I'm not bothered about that really, to be honest. But so it really depends. And I mean, for me, I've been calling it for a long time since the form. Endo is needed, not because he's the answer, because he's the only DM. He's the only one who's got defensive positional sense. You know, to get the put foot in, and you keep it simple. You don't need a man to spray 30 yards in the DM. But again, managers, you know what the saying goes, live and die by their decisions. And I feel like quite a few players, now the manager is at fault for quite a bit, but a few players are making excuses about their form, saying, oh, this and that, you know. And again, you know, I'll be seeing it on other channels and people saying the manager can only do so much. He coaches to do a system, and sometimes players don't listen. Not because, maybe by disrespect, or because they're not hearing. The manager doesn't tell, like I said, the Mo Salah to overhit a pass. It doesn't tell Cody to, oh, you have to cut it every time and shoot when Kirk is on the overlap, or the cross is there to miss a free header from 4 yards, you know? But sometimes, because our fan base, the 2025 Liverpool fan base gets so angry and fed up and punching walls and stuff like that, you know? And, you know, as much as Slot is annoying us, and we can all agree we want to change, you know, it's just not happening, man. We just need change, you know. I refuse, you know, I ain't gonna go name calling him a bald fraud or he's this or who's it? What, Don Hassan, was it? Were you telling me JK called him a what, FMB? Was it?
Yeah. The disrespect I've heard from everyone. Disgusting.
Yeah. Like I
Content
said,
creators who are Liverpool fans are talking like that, and I'm like, yo, no matter how much you don't like the lad,
Yeah, no.
You keep it respectful.
Yeah.
Disgusting, man. I'm thinking, would they say it in front of him? Like, would you go to a press
Probably
conference and
wouldn't.
shout out that? They wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's a bit too much for me. You say you support Liverpool. Well, it don't look like that from my side.
Yeah.
Respect is like Norman can say it to Dara can, the ones who supported Liverpool quite a long time. They know. I've never heard Dara ever disrespect any player or the manager. You might say they're bad, they're not great players or whatever, but
Yeah.
the respect element of it is so important. And that's why we're different to United, Chelsea, all these other teams. If you've heard Tottenham shows, wow. And I said, I don't want our fan base ever to get like this. Arsenal
Yeah.
fan base, United is like horrid. So
Yeah.
you got to keep it respectful. Like for me, I said at the end of last season, I'm not happy with Slot. I was like, yo, the way we finished as champions, even Szoboszlai, I said Szoboszlai was at the three midfielders, wasn't the greatest. McAllister, Gravenberch, great. Szoboszlai, not so. But Slot, I was like, nah, man, he's not really. He weren't great until the end of the season. So Slot's had his pointers, fingers pointed at him, even from 12th man, bro. Like 12th man, top lad, never really goes against the players and
If you
stuff.
could hear that 12th
He was,
man, if you're watching this 12th man,
he
top
keeps
lad,
it real.
or maybe a bit
So,
of a dodgy one, but
Well,
yeah,
at the end of the day, we'll be all right when Osman signs. So I think that's around the corner.
yeah, exactly, Dara. We're still waiting. I mean, he's meant to be here for the last year and a half, but we're still waiting.
Yeah,
he's on
We're
the
still
subs
waiting,
bench,
Dara.
but he's got a different name.
Yeah,
yeah, that's probably
exactly.
it. But
But
quickly
what I
going
love,
back to
yeah,
sorry,
go on, go on,
I
Dara.
was
No,
just
go
I
on.
was just going to say about what JK was saying
Hmm.
with the lack of changes and we're 1-0 up. He just Slot just goes into that mode of I don't want to lose this game. And
Yeah.
it's just a lack of
Mhm.
momentum rather than you know what we can win this game with the players that we still have on the pitch. But no, he's going to make a just a defensive
Make a
change
change for
and
no reason.
Yeah,
and try and keep what we've got. And that's a lack of confidence and that's a lack of momentum, and we've seen that so many
Mhm.
times. So
yeah, agreedly. Oh, believe me, a lot of them are. Believe me. But one thing I would say to a lot of these contact creators, the monsters, the Heineken, like, fair enough, you want the guy out, no problem. Like we can all agree to that. He's just not good enough. He's making some wild comments in the media, but I just love these people to let me know where is their level 1, level 2 badge, FA badge, and if they have that, then I will shut up. I promise I will shut up. I won't do it. I won't go on the streams again. But although these people talkers or clickbait in streams, and I just something that just yeah, it's a concern. But this has been going on for quite some time anyway. But we move anyway. We move. Yes, that's what we still are until the lady sings, until the official date when we won't be champions, which is sad to say this season. But speaking of players in the chat, big up everyone in the chat. I'll keep on putting your comments up. Obviously, Semenyo 1-0 Palace, as Hyla put in, and Strand Larson has scored for Palace. So obviously a good start, just signed in. So yeah,
mhm.
good for Palace. So from both of you guys, and first of all, hold on, oh Jay. Yeah. Oh, believe me, honestly, I'll tell you what, we could all be coaches and badges and stuff like that. But anyway, but speaking of which, first I'll start with you, JK, then yourself, Dara. Who you looking into tonight on our side, the Liverpool team? Who is the key for you to get things happening, or whether it's defensively or match winner? Like first of you, JK, and then yourself afterwards, Dara. Who you looking to? Who's the one player you're looking to tonight on our side?
Well, I can go first if
Yeah,
JK.
go, Dara. Yeah, JK's been busy at multitasking as usual. Go for it, Dara.
Yeah, based on current form, again, Verts. I want him to build up that momentum that he's got right now. Other than Ekatike, he's arguably our best player, but we need to play the type of game that suits his game. and let's not talk about. I know another team from the northeast. If we can play to his strengths, it's going to be Verts for me. He's the main one, and then after that, I mean, I'd love to see Mo strut his stuff and actually score a goal and show his strengths. But after that, again, Ekatike. So our two strongest players.
No, fair enough, Dara. Sunday last week just gone wasn't a good game, but last month or so they've kind of made it the Hugo and Wirtz's team, really, haven't they? In terms of
Oh,
up and form.
yeah, and then they
Yeah,
negated that in the first half. But in
yeah.
terms of, I think if we're going to get something from this game,
Uh-huh.
then the player that I'm looking to step up, without doubt, is going to be Endo.
Mm.
Because he's, for me, is the weakest link. Nothing against Endo. He's playing out of position. He can play there. He doesn't play every game, as we know. He's here, there, and everywhere. But he really needs to fill that void. If he does, to an adequate standard, then he's going to bring other players into play. Otherwise, if he doesn't, the players that I'm talking about are going to be back helping him out, and we're going to have no attack whatsoever.
Mhm. Yeah, no, agree, Dara. JK,
Mm-hmm.
just what I was asking, Dara. It's the same question to you. Who's the one player you're looking out tonight on our side to make a difference?
Words, bro.
Okay.
Is because like soon as see what gear Wirtz is playing, if he's playing at a high gear, we're gonna win. It all depends
Mhm.
on Wirtz's sort of movement early on. I wanna see how he is. Then I can
Yeah.
make my mind up how the game's gonna go. And bless up to somebody LFC in the chat and
Oh
no
yeah.
cheap as well. Cool,
Okay.
guys.
And I just say, I can't believe that, Hylo. That's a great stat. Not a great stat, but an interesting one.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's true. I mean, I will leave scores at the end. So don't worry, big up Lone Sheep and big up somebody LFC. But we'll get to that. There's less than near 10 minutes left and for kickoff. But don't worry, we'll be getting to the end and we'll do the scores right at the end. Fast say. But
So
okay, spot. All right. So if we talk about Liverpool, let's look at the Sunderland side just briefly before we go back to our team and talk more about this disgrace of a club that is just putting us in the mud right now. But who would you look out for, both of you? I'll start with you, Dara, and then obviously JK. Who's you looking out in the Sunderland team as the danger man?
As the danger man.
Yeah. Or okay, if not danger man, who's the player you're looking out for in Sunderland per se?
You're not going to believe this, but their goalkeeper. I forget his name. What's his
Oh,
name?
Royce.
Yeah.
Royce or Royce.
Yes.
Yeah. I know it's a
Yeah.
pronunciation, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Not a danger man, but he can. I mean, I think he's an outstanding goalkeeper. And there's a
Interesting.
reason why. There's a reason why they are. How do you pronounce his name?
I don't know, Ross or Royce or Roos. I know he's a Dutch. He's a Dutch keeper, Royce. But that's fine anyway. We'll call him Ross. So I might as well just call him Woof Woof.
Woof
There you go.
woof. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why
Okay.
they have such an outstanding record at home, and for me, if we can breach him, then that would be amazing. But I don't see us doing it. So
yeah,
I think,
he's a good goalie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only
What
I'm
about
saying is
yourself,
the weather's
JK?
rough there.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about
best of
yourself,
Cedric.
JK?
What was the question, bro?
No, I was just saying, who's the player that you're
Oh,
looking
for
out
them.
for Sunderland?
Lefay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lefay.
Lefay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good little player.
hasn't he
Yeah.
just come back from injury?
Not
I'm not
sure
sure. I
about
don't
that though.
think so.
Not, I don't think so. Yeah, he's been playing the majority of the games,
Yeah.
really. Yeah,
Oh right.
haven't had
Okay.
any injury, but yeah, it's a good player. And it's funny, we were actually linked with Royce as well, which is a bit weird because Mama is gonna be the number one. So, but good choices, good choices, good choices. I'm just gonna read some of the chats out, and then after that we will do the scores, and then we'll just we all go to the screen and watch, or some who at the game. So big up Red Arm Chappelle. We have a few plays that are due a goal, hopefully tonight. Agreed? I think we all agree on
And enjoy the
that
game.
one.
Leave us good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care, bro.
7th. God, 7 right back of the 6.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Lee was meant to be the
God.
8th.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear. All right. Oh, Wizzy's off. Yeah, no problem. He's
Enjoy
off.
the game, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, bless him. Big up, Cedric. You've been a hot minute. I haven't seen you for a while. Big up, Cedric.
Yeah, bless up.
Bless up. Always good to hear from you, Cedric.
Hi, Cedric.
Yeah. Good people in the chat. And here's Highlows. He likes to do his research. On stat, the last Sunderland manager to obviously a Liverpool victory, Paul Martinez in 2012, and Simon Mignolet was in goal. That is a fun stat, to be fair, Hilo. Martin Mignolet. I wonder what happened to him. But yeah. But anyway, that's enough about that. But I think, guys, would you? I mean, Buffy, just tell me what to think. Does FSG want us to get to potentially double digits before they sack this? Before they give Arne Slot the P45? Pick up somebody. It's not going to be easy. 2-0 Slot out. Fair enough. I mean, both of you quickly before we do score predictions. And in the chat, just pull your score predictions, and I'll put it up on the screen. First of all, JK, is Slot going to last to the summer? I know it's the boring old question, but in your opinion, does he? Let's just say potentially. I know hypothetically speaking, we lose the next tonight, and obviously we've got FA Cup in the next league games. Would you think FSG will pull the trigger, or do you think is it feeling like he's going to the summer? And then Dara, just your answer as well, please.
Oh, you want me to go first?
JK, but that's fine. You could go first. I think JK's multitasking again. Go for it, Dara.
No, I think they're not going to pull the trigger, because when you're when you're performing the way we are in the Champions League, and we are performing the way we are, I know it's early stages of the FA Cup, I don't really see them pulling the trigger. And a lot can change. Who knows the status of the injured players? I mean, I'm hearing different rumors about Leone. I'm hearing rumors about Isaac, and so on and so forth. Could they make a difference? I think the Champions League alone is going to determine whether. Well, I think either way, we're still going to keep Slot, because for the last half dozen games, unless there is a fantastic opportunity that we think we cannot miss out on, there really isn't a point in getting rid of him, because the Premier League is done. So changing him would compromise, in my opinion, the way we're playing in the Champions League. I don't think that would be counterproductive for me to do that. So, and then let's say hypothetically, and I would love this, we go on and win the Champions League. Then there's the big decision, because your next campaign is surely going to be the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a real decision to make. Can you really let Slot go after winning the Champions League? I know it happened with Chelsea, but we're not Chelsea, so
exactly. Agreed, Dara. I personally, if he does that, he deserves to stay another season, in my opinion. He does. I know people won't like it, but yeah. I mean, when you won Premier League and the European Cup in 2 seasons,
yeah,
can't let him go.
That's unheard of.
I can't. Yeah, that is unheard of. Regardless, he does deserve another season to get back to where the way we were the season before. But yeah, you're right, Dara. JK, what about yourself?
I just feel this could be D-Day for Slot. He's got to win today. Let's not lie here. You know what I mean? He has to win today. Look at all the managers getting sacked recently. United, Chelsea, Tottenham yesterday.
Spurs.
Today, actually, Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
So that's another one gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So teams ain't messing around now. Big game today. Big game.
No, 100%. Just before we go into the score predictions, JK, do you, if like I was saying to Dara, if we lose, let's just say the Sunderland game, the next Premier League game, do you feel that FSG will pull the plug, or again, like Dara, do you see himself getting himself to the end of the season?
They have to pull the plug, but I think they will pull the plug. And another thing, I'm not a type of fan who thinks I'd rather Liverpool lose today so Slot gets fired. I'm not into that. For me, teams comes first. His job is his job. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I want my team to win first. So, yeah, we're going to win today.
Cool.
And I'll
No, I
tell you how
appreciate
much.
And on that note, guys, we'll just before we wrap up, we're going to do score predictions. So we'll all give our score predictions, and I'll quickly put out the comments for you guys. So put your score predictions in the comments, and I'll pull it up once we give ours. So first of all, my good buddy who went to the parade with JK, Liverpool, Sunderland, Liverpool. What are we saying?
Sunderland 0, Liverpool 2.
Okay. You got any goal scorers? Who's going to get the goals for us?
Salah today.
Oh,
Van Dijk.
interesting. 2 plays under Marcus. Okay, fair dues. Dara, yourself?
I'm going to go 1-0 to Liverpool. I think it's about time that Sunderland lost at home. They can't continue that run, and I'm going to go with Gravenberch.
Oh, that'd be funny. Gravy. Oh. And yes, and that'd be in this because Sunderland have been unbeaten home all this season. So that would be nice. It'd be a little something.
Yep.
So yeah, that's fair enough. Myself, I'm going to disappoint both of you. I'm going 1-1, but I really hope I'm wrong. I'm going 1-1. In terms of who scores for us, Alisson. I don't know. I'm just right now. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, 1-1 for me. But I pray to God that I'm wrong and I can apologize after the stream and say.
And there are no beach balls.
Exactly. Exactly, Darren.
Yeah,
remember that. 2009. Yeah, Darren Bent. I tell you what. Yeah, I think you're never going to get that in your life.
We owe them. Then. We owe them today.
Yeah, indeed.
Nice one for reminding me of that one. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
Oh God, it was. All right, let me put some of the comments.
VAR them days.
Oh God, yeah.
Give the goal, wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, offside check. Oh, okay. The real says 2-1. Who else? Okay, anyone else? Okay, Red Armchair. He says 2-1 Liverpool, and he says, if I can pull it up. Here we go. Gatpo and Wirtz. Cool. And Broby. And the man of the hour, the man who's busy. The 12th man says 3-1. Gatpo and Ekatike Brace.
I'll take that, bro. Yeah.
Interesting. And Palace 2-0 Highland. Highland's like me, unfortunately. 1-1 and Joey G, my guy, to get the goal off the bench. It won't be the right. It'll be the wrong game for that because we want to win. But yeah, there you go. But all right, guys. All right, that's it for today's roll call. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Dara for coming on and blessing us with your presence and your knowledge. It's always good to hear from you, Dara.
Oh, great show, Nalante. Yeah. Nice to hear from you, JK.
Yeah,
the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, we should
never walk alone. Come on, let's.
Indeed, come on, boys. Yeah, please shut me up, please. Exactly. Shut me up and not bet you draw so I can apologise on stream.
Let's remember let's remember the good old days at Roker Park. Come on.
Exactly. So we should have a pre-after game show after. It'll be maybe about 10:10, but just please check up your notifications and we should have a show afterwards. And yeah, we can go more in depth for the game. And 12th man should be back. So anyway, guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the game. Peace out.
Cheers.
Bye.
Peace.